The owner found out that his cat really loved his shoes, so he decided to make a pair just for the cat. Around that time, he saw the cat rubbing against a durian, and before long, the durian was completely covered in cat hair, but that was still not enough. So he made a special tool to collect cat hair and finally gathered 5 big buckets full of it. Then he started making slippers for the cat. When he finished, the cat loved them, but there was only one pair, so the other kittens wanted some too. The owner stayed up all night and made slippers for every kitten. After that, he realized there was still a lot of cat hair left, so he made a cat hair ball and some felt toys. At night, when the owner wanted to sleep, the bed was completely taken over by the cats. With no choice, he spent a lot of money on a cat bed, but he forgot to check the size, and the cats couldn't even fit their feet inside, so he had to buy a bigger one. The cats all loved the big bed, but they kept fighting over it, and the ones who lost were very angry. In the end, the owner had to buy another cat bed. This time, both cats loved the new one. Do you like these cats? Leave a like. This little kitten still doesn't know how to use the litter box. Every time it needs to go, it just does it right on the floor. The owner couldn't take it anymore and decided to teach it personally. First, dig a small hole, then cover it up. That's it. And the result? The kitten didn't learn a thing. The owner was about to lose it, so they called in the ultimate teacher, the kitten's mom. The cat mom looked super serious. The owner thought, alright, this time it has to work. But guess what? The kitten started scratching at the air and then fell asleep. It was just too cute. The owner couldn't stop kissing the kitten and even made a delicious kitty burger. Almost couldn't resist eating it up. The kitten got mad and decided to eat the little fish the owner just bought, but the kitten overestimated itself and almost got eaten by the fish instead. The more it thought about it, the angrier it got, puffing up like a round little ball. The owner found it even cuter and wanted to kiss it again, but it smelled terrible. Then the owner finally remembered time for a bath. They put the kitten in the water, washed it nice and clean, then dried it with a hairdryer, and once again, it became a delicious little kitten. Sadly, such a cute kitten didn't get even one like. This cute little cat already knew how to swim. The owner put it into the deep water, and it wasn't scared at all. After swimming, the owner gave the kitten some meat, but the little one chewed for a long time, and the meat didn't get smaller. So the owner took out a can of cat food. At first, the kitten ignored it, but when the owner fed it one bite, it loved it instantly. It kept chasing the owner for more, and the cat liked it so much it almost cried. After eating, it was study time, but as soon as the kitten started learning, it fell asleep. The owner called its name, but it didn't wake up. When the owner took out a small fish, the kitten woke up right away. What a little foodie. The owner also bought a toy for the cat, but the kitten didn't like it. So the owner put a cat teaser on the toy's head, and surprisingly, the kitten loved it. Then the owner put the teaser on the kitten's tail, and the cat kept spinning in circles. The owner even made a tiny cradle for it using a mask. It was so adorable. At bedtime, the owner dressed the kitten in turtle pajamas, and when it slept, it really looked like a tiny turtle. Sadly, such a cute kitten had no one to give it a like. The man came home and found a little puppy doll on his bed, but then, the puppy suddenly ran toward him and jumped right into his arms. In that moment, his heart just melted. He bought the puppy lots of cute clothes, a mermaid outfit, a nurse outfit, a nun, and even a naughty puppy costume. They were all so adorable. He also bought the puppy many toys. The puppy looked a bit scared at first, but it was still happy. Its tiny tongue was sticking out. The man took it swimming. The puppy swam faster than he ever imagined. When they got home, it didn't drink a drop of water. He shook it gently and realized the little one had already drunk enough. One day, he took the puppy to see tall buildings. The puppy was so excited, spinning around in circles. But somehow, the man ended up taking it to beg on the street. That moment was so funny and sweet at the same time. Later that day, the man decided to play a prank. While the puppy was watching TV, he quietly pulled a toy across the floor. The puppy noticed it and got scared, pressing close to him, but the man kept pulling the toy, trying hard not to laugh. It was just so cute, and it's still waiting for your like. Every time the owner made the bed, 2 dogs lay down right away, but the third one always squeezed in between them, no matter how much space there was. She got a bigger mattress, hoping all 3 could sleep comfortably, but he still pushed himself into the middle. Then she tried 2 separate mats, but he refused to sleep apart. That's when she understood he just loved his 2 big brothers too much. When she asked which one he liked more, he couldn't choose. He wagged his tail left and right, because he loved them both. She gave him 2 little fish treats, but he gave them to her first. Only after she ate did he start eating. How could a dog be this sweet? She loved him so much. They danced together, went out to play, and at home, he liked to warm her legs. Sometimes he would look up at her with gentle eyes, as if saying, "I'm happy you're here." To her, he was the best dog in the world. Maybe he couldn't stay forever, but every day they spent together was full of joy. If it were you, would you want a dog like this too? Do you think companionship matters? It's just a pity such a lovely dog hasn't received your like yet. This little kitten wanted to go out and play. It kept reminding its owner again and again. When the owner finally agreed, the kitten got excited and ran fast, too fast, and it slipped on the stairs and fell a little, but it did not not give up. It stood up and ran down bravely. The kitten got into the car and even stood on the seat, wobbling around. Then the car stopped suddenly and the kitten fell over. Plop. After that, the owner buckled the seatbelt for it and the kitten soon fell asleep. When they got outside, the kitten first chased the owner. Later, the owner got tired, so the kitten led the way instead. Soon they arrived at the garden and the kitten was super happy. On the way home, the owner bought a fish for the kitten. The kitten ate for a long time. Then the fish suddenly jumped and scared the kitten. The owner realized the fish was too big, so she made dumplings for the kitten instead. The kitten ate happily. It even tried to steal a sausage. It got caught, but it kept eating anyway. Too cute. In the end, the owner gave the kitten a bath. The kitten was washed clean and dried. Then it ran off to play with a big cat at home. Sadly, this adorable little kitten still had not received your like. This cat is the fattest cat in the world. Just look at that round body. It's like a little gas tank that moves. Sometimes the owner gives it a gentle push and the whole cat rolls onto the floor. It's funny and adorable at the same time. Even crazier, when the owner feeds it, the food often falls on its back and the cat keeps looking around, completely unaware that the food's on itself. When it wants to scratch an itch, it's a real struggle, too fat to reach its own head, so it just scratches the air. Every day, the owner has to help scratch it. And that's not all. It's so fat, it can't even jump on the couch. So the owner decided it's time to lose weight. She started making the cat exercise at home, using a laser pointer to lure it around. She thought this time it's definitely going to get slimmer. One day, she thought the cat looked thinner, but when she lifted the blanket, nope, still the same chubby cat. The owner felt helpless, but she still loves it so much. Even if it's the fattest cat in the world, to her, it's still the cutest one ever. And you? Would you love a chubby cat like this too? Tell me in the comments what you would name this adorable little tank. This man had been separated from his two dogs for half a year. He wanted to see if they still remembered him, so he quietly stood by the roadside, waiting for them to pass. The white dog paused halfway, then kept walking. The man's heart sank in an instant. Then, suddenly, the white dog turned around. The other dog stopped too, both of them staring at him. A heartbeat later, they sprinted toward him, tails wagging wildly, leaping into his arms, refusing to let go. A similar thing happened to another owner. She covered her face and pretended to walk past her own dog. The moment the dog saw her, it froze. No matter how the other person pulled the leash, it just wouldn't move and let out a soft, puzzled whine. She kept walking, still pretending not to notice, and then, all of a sudden, the dog broke free and dashed toward her, leaping into her arms, as if saying, "How could you pretend not to know me?" There was another dog, tested again and again by its owner. Every time their eyes met, it pretended not to notice, but when it finally heard that familiar voice, it froze for a second, then ran over, tail spinning like a wheel. Would your dog do the same, recognize you in a heartbeat, no matter how long you've been apart?
This dog was his best friend. They were always so happy together. But after his dog, Quincy, passed away, his life felt empty. The couch where she used to sit reminded him of her. The garden where she used to walk felt so lonely. The bathtub where they used to bathe together was painfully silent. Everything reminded him of her, but she was no longer there. But he still remembered. This was the dog who would always pull away whenever he tried to pet her. He remembered how happy she looked on her birthday. He remembered her little no face when she refused. He remembered how she seemed cold, but was actually so gentle. He remembered her sleepy face when she just woke up. He remembered how quiet she got when she was sad. He remembered that frog toy. He remembered the way she played with it. And he remembered the moment she protected him. But all of it has now become the past, living only in his memories. Quincy left peacefully, but she left behind thousands of moments, and they will stay with him for the rest of his life. Sadly, you only came across her now. Leave a like, so she can live in your memory too. The cat saw the man eating and waved its paw at him. The man thought it was so cute and gave it its favorite treat. After a while, the man noticed the cat was waving at the air again. He felt confused, until another little kitten popped its head out. Later, he noticed the cat always lifted one paw when it walked. He thought it was strange, until he found out his bed was pinching the cat's paw, but the kitten was fine. A few days later, the man caught a cold. The kittens heard him coughing and all ran outside. There was some noise coming from outside. The man went out and saw a kitten holding a pack of cold medicine in its mouth. He couldn't help but laugh. After drinking the medicine, he gave the kitten some tasty food. Then, the cat that liked to wave appeared again. It lifted its paw and waved at him. The man smiled and said, "You too, go find me another pack of medicine." The kitten really looked everywhere, until it found one under the carpet. The man was about to reward it, but the kitten knocked over the milk bottle. He replayed what happened and found the real troublemaker. Such a clever little cat, and yet it still hasn't received a single like from you.
The owner took his cats out to sea to fish, but those little cats were so naughty on the boat. They fought, they ran around. One even dreamed of becoming a diving champion. They all loved eating the small fish their owner caught. They even had pigeon friends. Sometimes a pigeon landed right on a cat's head. Then one cat tried tried to catch it, but another cat helped the pigeon fight back. When the owner caught crabs, the cats got curious. "What is this thing?" they seemed to ask. But the shell was too hard. The kitten gave up and turned back to look at the fish on the boat. That was the kind of food cats truly loved. Sometimes a fish jumped out of the water and the kitten got scared for a second, but most of the time, the cats acted very elegant. When the owner caught a big fish, they didn't move. They waited. Only when the owner gave permission, they started to eat. The kitten never looked down on its owner for being a fisherman. It just knew that people had to work to make a living. The cat didn't worry about that. It only wanted to enjoy each day happily. It's just a pity. Such a warm and lovely moment got only 2 likes.